Not gonna tap out of this one.
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I'm playing with Wylie Duke, Atiin hero. And this is a very unusual deck for me because I am in fact running a Paradox Engine deck. And if you're thinking, well, Amy, you hate Paradox Engine. I do. And you know what kind of makes Paradox Engine fair? Making it a Selesnya deck. And I don't mean a Selesnya Captain Sisay deck, no, I mean a Wylie Duke deck. And it's not focused around Paradox Engine, just happens to be really, really good. Wylie Duke, Atiin hero, draws you a card and gains you a life whenever he's tapped. And he is vigilant, so he doesn't tap in combat, but we can tap him using a lot of different abilities. We could tap him to the Warden of the Inner Sky, or maybe the Citadel Stalwart, or the Asperis Sentinel. We could enlist him with the Banalish Knight Counselor. We could crew up a vehicle, a different vehicle. We could give him a tapping for mana ability with Agatha's Soul Cauldron. We could use him with Saddle, which is, I feel, what he's kind of meant to do. And then we can untap him with things like Halo Fountain. We also have a bunch of Convoke in this deck, so you can tap him to Convoke, sometimes even at instant speed, and then untap him, tap him again, and draw a lot of cards and get a lot of pieces into play. This deck is a Selesnya aggro deck that has this combo finisher if we need it. And if we don't get there, well, just like my other recent Convoke deck, don't worry, we've also got a hoof. Yeah, the Amara Voice of the Conclave deck is actually fairly similar to this, but instead of running majority 1 and 2 drops, I'm running a lot more cards that work with the other Amara Soul of the Accord, because they both work really, really well with these various tap effects. And they're pretty dang fun. Wylie Duke also being a 3-mana 4/2 means that you can be aggressive, swinging in with a lot of damage early, drawing cards, and getting even more threats. So we're going to bring Wylie Duke into the queue, and we're gonna tap that. Roxanne, Starfall Savant, throws rocks at our creatures and can deal enough damage with those rocks to just destroy our poor Wylie Duke. This is an okay hand, though. We have something on 1, 2, and 3. I'm actually gonna shock this in just to maximize my fixin'. So we've got our Haywire Might, Catilda, that allows us to tap Wylie Duke for mana, but they're going to be ramping like mad. And that ramp is going to turn into, well, rocks. And more rocks. I'm going to use this Swords to Plowshares very early. I know this is very aggressive, because I really want to make sure that they're not getting this Roxanne out too fast. Wolf Willow Haven. So they've already got more mana here, and I'm going to get rid of some of that mana using a Haywire Might. Hey! Bye. I could go for Wylie here. I could go for Catilda and Elvish Mystic, get my own ramp on. I kind of like that. It feels a little bit safer to me, so I'm going to play Catilda and Elvish Mystic. Dwarves in the distance, thinking about rocks and stones. Yeah. Catilda's gone. That still puts me at 5 mana for next turn. Ooh. Scry sounds real nice, but so does this Flowering of the White Tree to protect Wylie Duke. I'm just gonna play him, though. Here's Wylie! 4 mana now. The next creature they play is also gonna get +3/+0, and it's probably going to be Roxanne. Booties? Okay. I forgot I put Mirari's Wake in here. Okay, sorry. I know that you guys are great. However, in order to better use my mana, we're waking up. Put some boulders in our cup. Wylie Duke. We've got ourselves Wylie Duke, Atiin hero, with an additional toughness. So he does not die to a rock. Still died to 2 rocks, though. Thankfully, they don't have 1 mana here, so they can't put the boots on. We're just gonna go ahead and manually tap a bunch of stuff here. And I want to start with this Scry. No, I would like you to use more green. Alright, so we're gonna put on full control mode. There we go. Trying to maintain my white mana. That Scry is good for me. Because it means I can just go ahead and draw this. And tell Roxanne to get lost. Tell her to get out of here. Because I had to tap to draw, Wylie can't attack, but I have now made a very large Wylie Duke. Between Mirari's Wake and Flowering of the White Tree, we are doing some serious Selesnya business. Ooh, a map. That's an escape to the wilds. Not what they want. Okay, maybe they want to land so they can replay Roxanne faster. She does perpetually have that extra power. Misty Rainforest. Maybe leveling up and throwing some boots on your dog? Woof. They're booting up the puppy. Fortune, by the way, is a blink engine. We don't actually care about that here. We care actually just about getting in damage. And damage is exactly what we'll get. Post-combat, I could either saddle or smuggle. I'll start with this. Ooh, a Soul Cauldron. Let me look at the creatures we've got. Graveyards. Love it. Some of this. We got that double mana. Some of that, even better. And pass the turn. If I am desperate to stop like these Swiftfoot boots, I will use Agatha's Soul Cauldron to exile the Haywire Might, put a counter onto Fortune, Loyal Steed, and then sacrifice it in order to destroy like the boots. That is not what I want to do this turn, however it is an option for me. Oh yeah, you nervous because you only have 6 life left. 6 life, and you're facing down big ol' Wylie Duke. GG, Roxanne. Omnath, Locus of the Royal. All up in our landfall, getting themselves some card draw. Also putting counters onto their dudes. I'm fine with the Esper Sentinel. It does die to Omnath's Enter the Battlefield ability, but so does Thalia. And I still think we should probably try to get Thalia or Luminarch Aspirant out here. I'm gonna put your ramp in jail. No brambles for you. No scramble brambles. Looted Delta, they can get themselves a dual land. Or just the Triome, the humor-colored one. No, they're going for blue and green. Courser of Prufix. Let them play lands off the top. We know they can play Omnath next turn. I'll grab another green source. We just bring out Wylie. No, I'm gonna go Relic Warden. I guess we can use Court of Calling in order to get Sisay, who can then get the Paradox Engine bits, and we can just try to combo at them. Is it a smart, reliable way to play? No, but it might work. One, two, three. Arwen. I'm gonna dig for combo biddies, though you can help protect my stuff. Beefing up Wylie Duke. Oracle of Moldiah allows them to play additional lands, and we know that the landfall can start happening, because that's a scoop bug. They're not quite at the draw a card levels for Omnath, but one more I think gets them there. No, 2 more, because it's 8 or more. Ooh, Sky Sovereign. Spicy. It's not quite what I was planning on doing this turn, but I do think that it's worth it. I'm going to use this. Pop that. Go to combat. Attack in with an extra beefy Wylie Duke. I'd love to get to draw a card. Knight Errant of Eos. Trying again. Knight of Autumn, not what I need. I know I'm taxing my Court of Calling here, but I'm also maybe going to bully them into staying back. Let's see how many lands they can landfall this turn. Sky Sovereign can deal another 3 damage on attack. Bring that sort of a land into the graveyard. Bristly Bill on top. Augur of Autumn's going to allow them to play creatures up the top since they have 1, 2, 6. As there are 3 different power levels for Coven. Comes in tapped. Draw me a card, friend. Sure. Blasting the Augur. I'd also like to hit a Scoot Swarm, but I don't think slowing them down will actually help enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Trying to think if I can Errant as well. No, but I don't think they'll expect the cord. Hey there, Bristly Bill. Also let them double counters on stuff. Thankfully, we know exactly what cards they have. Unfortunately, it's landfallen. Ooh, that is a Mythweaver block on top of the deck. Going to be doubling their lands even more. This Omnath, by the way, is running a much more landfall-oriented build than what I'm used to seeing, which is great. This is how I would prefer to see all Omnaths. Are they going to stay back? Just attack with Omnath? I'll chump block. Thalia! Hop in the way. I know, Omnath with some elementals. Real nice. We already know who we're getting. It's Sisay. Captain Sisay. Now we're gonna start getting funky. Captain Sisay, fetch me the Paradox Engine. There it is. We play it. And now they could scoop right here. Or they'll stick around and see the atrocities we have to behold. And oh, do we ever have atrocities to behold. Because we can now draw lots and lots of cards. I'm floating at 2. Good. A land? No. Untap. I know, you never thought you'd hear me say it's time for the Paradox Engine combo, but, time for the Paradox Engine combo. Sisay, by the way, doesn't need to be a part of this, but dang does she make it easier. I'm gonna grab this Henge, since it's dirt cheap to cast. Oh, right, we gotta do the things first. Okay, we're tapping. Yeah, we're tapping. An Amazonian staple. Yeah, it turns out it's not doing much on that matchmaking. Oh, I didn't even tap the relic. Do I even need to? And this way I don't have to rely on Wylie to draw the spells for us. We just keep going until we get, like, Puff or enough stuff to completely clog up the board. But we can even get everybody's favorite Aetherflux Reservoir. Fun, right? Totally. Just not for me or my opponent. You can also just, like, keep casting Convoke spells, which is neat. They should ban this in this format. Chandra, Hope's Beacon. This is a spell-doubling commander that can burn, add mana, and find more instants and sorceries. She's very strong and oftentimes used with land destruction. One of the few positives we have about this deck is we don't need that much land, our commander doesn't cost that much mana, and in general we're just fairly aggressive. Going fast, hitting hard, and trying to survive. Hello there, Dragon's Rage Channeler. I'm gonna offer them a trade here. They're taking it, and that's fine with me. Arcane Signet. Gonna make sure we just grab another white source here. We've already got our duel, so works out. Arwen, an indestructible creature. Nice against all that burn. There is some burn that says, like, get rid of indestructible. That's cool, too. Are you based on toughness? Power 4 or greater. Curses! Foiled again! Bringing out Adeline so I can go wide. While I sip this wonderful coffee. Our opponent has burn. Yeah, they've got some sort of burn. Indestructible, but thanks. If they cast 7 mana worth of instants and sorceries, this will transform into Ashmouth Dragon, which is a great burn source. They got Hot Grapes. With no storm. I'm going to play Wylie Duke first to make Adeline stronger and swing in with both. Arwen's able to protect one of these creatures if we really need to. I must really want to hatch that egg. Oh, not bad. Chandra can now deal damage. He could deal like force, but it'll cost 2 things. But that's where Arwen is going to be really helpful. So they're doing X equals 4 on both of these. Now, I mentioned before, like, yeah, keeping Wylie Duke, not my priority. Adeline's more important to me right now. It's very convenient that you have 0 power, so you gain no life. Ah, and there's a tap engine right there. We play these first, so Adeline deals more damage. We're also going to gain a bunch of life, because Adeline's awesome. And got that sweet, sweet life link from Arwen. They're down to 8 life. Admittedly, I have put everything out, though, so, like, if they have a board wipe here, a lot of our stuff's going to die. Typically, red has, like, maybe like a Storm's Wrath, burn down the house type effect, but more likely something that's like Anger of the Gods that deals 3 damage to everything. So they're doing a Mizzix Mastery. That's going to be 2 Hot Grapes. So they're just going to kill Wylie. Sweet, sweet lifelink against a mono red deck. I'll take it. Swing in with Adeline, still win the game. That good Selesnya aggro stuff. We're approaching from so many different sides. Emodi, Celebrant of Bounty. Makes a whole lot of ramping and then casts big spells and gets more out. I have an untapper here, sort of a tapper, and some removal. This isn't really what I want to start, though. This is going to be better. This gives me access to my commander on turn 2, a way to tap it on turn 3 in 2 different ways. I may actually not toss you down right away. It'd be better for me to go Bank Busta first. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bank Busta. These Emodi decks tend to only have some interaction. They're much more about getting out all of this early ramp so they can cascade and then cascade into even more. And that's fine. I just might not be able to attack through those kinds of things. A Hobbit of your very own? Bringing out Wylie Duke. Screwing up, so I draw a card. And then sending the Delighted Halfling to the Shadow Zone. Alright, she's in the Shadow Realm, she's gone. Boom, pow. Here comes Emodi, probably going to hit more ramp. Yep, that's a Kiora. Kiora lets them untap things. Untapping Nick, though, specifically, could get really good. They also draw cards now if big creatures, things with power 4 or more, enter the battlefield under their control. Don't mind me. Just counting out some silly numbers. 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s. I just heard a child absolutely just screaming outside, like, help me! Go for it! Don't mind me just drawing a card. Dang, that's fun. Yeah, you can crew something that's already crewed. You can also saddle something that's already saddled. They're exploring. Let them put an additional land into play. They've played no land so far this turn. There's their first. Rixmithies! And now that's a land you can untap. It untaps for 2 mana even. Sweet. Why'd you untap it? Well, it doesn't matter. We have lethal. We tell Emodi to get lost and we swing in with everybody and we win. Samut, Vizier of Naktamun. I have a kind of awkward start here, but it should still be aggressive enough to handle them. Samut has haste, and whenever she hits on the turn that she enters the battlefield or another creature hits on the turn it comes into play, they draw a card, which means that they have card draw in their colors, and it rewards them for playing big, hasty stuff. Yeah, I have this Avacyn's Pilgrim, which should be great for bringing out Wylie Duke early, but I don't know if I really want Wylie Duke right away. I'd probably rather have Arwen, and that's because she's indestructible, and against Gruul, especially a Gruul deck that's trying to hit really fast, I want a blocker. I want a blocker that can just keep blocking. I don't really have to worry about counter spells, but I'll still name human on this. Ooh, Invasion of Tarkir is going to deal 2 damage to Avacyn's Pilgrim. It's gone. Because of that, I could play the Haywire Might, or I could go for the Virtue. The Haywire Might, I don't think I'd be blocking. I think I'd rather use up more of my mana on Virtue of Loyalty. Here's Samut. She's going to hit face. I'm not gonna stop her. They get to draw a card. I too want to draw cards. Human! Ugman. I have an untapper now, but not the tapper. Arwen, protect us. Also, does anybody in chat know what my opponent's name is? They're melting the boy! And our Loam Speaker. Ooh, you can technically animate lands that entered the battlefield, give them haste and attack with them. That's kind of rad. I think going for Wylie Duke here, protecting him with Arwen's ability sounds good. Their name is Fried Chicken? Karage? Chicken. Thank you, Sarah. Arwen might give up her immortality for her new lover, Wylie Duke, a teen hero. People in chat keep calling him Teen Hero, like he's a Spider-Man. No, he's not a teen hero, he's a teen hero. Come on, Summit. Alright, so they're gonna use a Lightning Strike on Wylie Duke. I will protect him. This will also give him indestructible until end of turn, which means that he'll be a great blocker, and he'll be gaining me life, just since now he has a lifelink counter on him. So does Arwen. Arwen also has a lifelink counter on her. They have little hearts because they love each other. Come at me, bro! Wylie. So wily. I think that they're just like, how can you dare stay alive? Through the power of Arwen! Who's win? Our win. Nicol Bolas, God, Pharaoh. Could be crime, could be control. Either way, it's a big old Grixis deck. I have something on 2, I have something on 3. Also something on 3. Should be fine. Blue. Dabu-dee-dabu-die. They're saying hello. Hi! Captivating Crossroads. That tells me it's not my deck. Or at least it's not exactly my deck. I don't run Captivating Crossroads in that many decks. It's just not the mana I tend to crave. Did I record any of my Cube gameplay to post to YouTube? I didn't, but I did play a lot of Cube. Monkey! Offering them a trade, they don't take it. Yeah, I love playing Cube, but it tends not to do super well as videos on YouTube. So we stick to Brawl Stars, like these! Nicol Bolas, the Ravager, coming out. We have to drop a card. I'm going to drop March of the Multitudes. Ragavan, not able to get through Amara, but can be tapped for mana using Relic of Legends. These are prime cards, though. They're also just good cards in this, in these colors. Oh, hey, Amara. I'm going to crack open Arid Mesa. Play Amara. I guess I could have done Wylie. I wanted to play, play something that would build out my board a bit more. Be aggressive. March to the many guys? Yeah, March to the many guys. Yeah, the big thing I had with March of the Multitudes is something like tapping my creatures on my turn to attack, untapping them with this, and then tapping them again to cast that. Displacer Kitten. Ooh, gives them some good blinkies, especially if they use Nicol Bolas and plus getting a non-creature, and then they can activate Nicol Bolas again. They have 3 mana. And they're weaving the Nightmare. I'm going to blink that, so I have to discard. I think I could drop the Chariot here. We have 2 different 4-drops. I can't play them both. And if we get something that's 5, I already know what I'm doing. I am killing that kitten. Meowch. Bringing in with the Venerated Loxodon. This is the only thing with 4 power. You guess, how many points is this deck? Dude, I don't care. You think I'm gonna spend time checking? Yeah, don't know, don't care. Number. Monkey. Definitely play Bolas next turn. Ooh, Eldest Reborn. I guess rip to my soldier token? There we go, just making an extra little guy. I'll have to discard this turn. Are any of you humans? No. And decide if I want to go for Thousand Moon Smithy or not. So awesome. But I could also do Katilda Wylie Duke and just like set up for going wild with that. And I do get to draw. Let's see what we draw here. Cool. I'll drop the Cavern of Souls instead. Bring them down to 10 life. Guy Sovereign, a great vehicle. Drop Cavern of Souls. Hey, Nickel Bolas, you coming out? Are you gonna steal? I have no board wipes in my deck. You stole the Great Henge. You know, that's pretty great. It's a pretty great henge. I've heard it from multiple sources. They gain 2 life. They'll be able to reanimate a creature next turn. Maria's Call, that's sort of a land. I think we just go for maximizing damage. Oh, I guess I could play the Smithy too. But either way, we're going to have a lethal swing here. After combat, we can tap this, make some mana, have some fun, win the game. GG. Grenzo, Crooked Jailer. Grenzo's real rough. He steals your stuff and casts it for free. I wish I could cast my stuff for free, but no, I have to pay mana. I'm gonna play this Mox Amber here too. We have pretty good mana acceleration. We have a bit of protection here, and hopefully we'll be bringing out Wylie Duke and causing some trouble with them. But I'm considering doing Katilda first. It's kind of like, how much kill do I think they have? Some amount. Who cares? Have a Wylie Duke. Rahilda does have first strike, so we can't attack into it. But I can draw some cards here, so let's draw a card. I am going to tap Wylie Duke for some green mana. Ferrith, Viper's Fang. Could have also gone for Katilda, holding up to Fairy's Protection, but I think we're going to want this when they get to 6 mana. Born Power Stone, so that could be next turn, and we can blank a heist by making it so the target doesn't work. Are you a human? You are. No, let's not go for it yet. I think we hold the Teferi's Protection here. And actually, we have something better. Thirteenth or Halo Fountain work. I have Hexproof. Thank you, Sarah. That's why she's in here. Cool card. Monkey? Pass to attackers. Don't. Yeah. And we still have 2 white mana, so I'm going to draw a card. And then I'm going to put full control mode on so it doesn't pass. Because now we can do this. There isn't really a reason to do this. It just makes me happy. You can untap lands? I almost thought you could untap creatures. Amy's just having fun pressing buttons now. We could destroy their Worn Power Stone. That would mean that Grenzo's probably not coming down this next turn. Also a big fan of getting even more out of this. Night of Autumn. And we are absolutely setting up for a hoof. Mithril coat. Who's gonna wear a coat? Hilda's wearing a coat. Okay. Gonna pass the turn. Hold open my Teferi's Protection. We have a lot of game actions we can take. Oh, hi, Shuldred. I don't mind losing a creature here. Okay. Oh no, not this, Night of Autumn. Non-token. Doesn't matter. I lose a 2-1 and I get a 1-1. Alright, so we're gonna tap this for white. Then I'm gonna untap it. Then I'm gonna tap it for white again. Cool. That's a land. We love those. And we hoof. There it is. Swinging in for lethal. Yeah, that's Death Touch Trample. Well, I want him to have Death Touch Trample too, so wait one sec. White mana. And I'll give you this. Excellent. Death Touch Trample is strong. Ashnod, Flesh Mechanist. Attacks in, sacrifices their own creatures, and then makes Power Stones. And those Power Stones are used for both her ability, bringing zombies out, and also to play big, colorless things. Portals to Phyrexia. Stuff like that. I think I'm gonna sneeze. Awful. Ah, now I regret not playing the Mox Amber because they had a duress and the only thing it could hit was that. Bless you, thank you. I figured I would keep it a secret. I'll trade with Ashnod. I can get Wylie Duke out early, or I could make it so their commander's not happening right now. They don't know what this is. It's a secret. 3 mana Ashnod and a 2 mana Knight. I don't have a tapper right now. I just have untappers. Okay. I'll play Wylie. Sure, why not? Wylie not. Wylie Duke on the battlefield, ready to swing in for 4. Ready to also probably die to something. Oh, never mind, they just have protection. Come on, draw a vehicle. That ain't a vehicle. And I can't even destroy the one ring. Wrong. Since I got both of these, I'll bring out Night Autumn. And I'm gonna make her thick. They got 4 mana, but this Cabal Stronghold might make more mana for them later. Dusklegion Zealot draws them a card. Great to sacrifice for the Ashnod. There's some serious wee-wooing happening outside. Oh, they reanimated the Avacyn's Pilgrim. Cute, okay. I have to decide what I want to do here. It's like Legion's Landing, Mario's Wake, they're all great. Even like Legion's Landing, swinging in, flipping it over. Virtue's Loyalty. I don't really want them to double block. I won't attack in with this yet. These two will untap. Whoop. They're gonna draw more cards. The One Ring doing One Ring things. They've got 5 mana using this Pilgrim. But no, they're gonna keep ramping. Arcane Signet coming out. Yeah, you can use this this second ability, feeding Power Stones into it, turn it into more mana. Oh, they paid 3 life for Agadine. Hi, Gix. Fixin' for a Gixin. Oh, yeah. Got Sovereign. We're gonna blast Gix. I'm going to swing in with both of these. And I'm also going to draw a card by crewing with Wylie Duke, even though this can't attack this turn. So they're just going to do a Tragic Slip, because a creature did die. That's -13, -13, so I'll just go for getting this card. Right. Thousand Moon Smithy. Don't mind if I do. Swing in with Knight of Autumn. They chump block. They don't want to take 5. And since this is a creature, we'll also get that counter on it. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Also, I will say, Mirari's Wake, totally not necessary in this deck. Mirari's Wake is in this deck because somebody was like, Amy, you should add Mirari's Wake into more of your Selesnya decks. And I said, yeah, I should. And so I did. And there she is. Waking up. In the wake of Mirari. Ooh, Inventor's Fair. Scary. Yeah, it's nice, especially if you're, like, going super wide. Which this deck can go kind of wide. I'd say a lot of our wins have been very aggro. Mirari was eepy. So eepy. Hey, Wiremite. Get a land here. Nice. Did. And they're not interested. Okay. GG, Ashnod. Teysa of the Ghost Council. She's a very scary card that doesn't really get taken out by anything except for instant speed removal because she exiles herself and ceases to exist. I've got some sweet, just like token stuff here. Amara, we've got Torrens. What I don't have is a tapping engine, but hopefully we'll find one. Here's Amara, Soul of the Accord. And here's Teysa, who makes a spirit and grows her intensity each time she enters the battlefield and can exile herself and return to the battlefield and has 5 toughness. Why does she have 5 toughness? You know, that lady. Dies to a stifle? Guess who doesn't have stifles? Me. Ooh, instant speed removal. Orca Orcanus, thank you for the 25-month resub. Because they'll probably have 4 mana next turn, I'm just gonna hold the Fateful Absence. If they don't play their commander, I'll use the Virtue instead. Inquisition of Kozilek. Okay, so they can hit one of these. I accept this. But you're not playing your commander this turn unless you have a Dark Ritual. Ba-boom. Yeah, Virtue of Loyalty. I'm aggro. Scaling that aggro crag. Schwam. Yo, Laniel, welcome to the stream. This is where we play ridiculous cards. Aw, fractured. Ha! But they fractured, so they're not playing Teysa this turn. Nice. Nailed it. Also, this is the spirit. Ruthless Lawbringer, they don't have anything to sacrifice, but they do get to draw a card. Making tokens, making tokens. Pressing spacebar a bunch, making more tokens. We are doing so much damage. I feel like this kind of like strategy of just going wide, getting big, is one of the ones that's like truest to my heart. I love Selesnya so much. Sheldred makes you sacrifice a non-token creature. She's an awful scary lady. And, ooh, we have a really fun tap-on-tap kind of synergy here. So I'm going to keep this, despite not really having anything super early. Ooh, Liliana Stewart, are you a discard deck? I'm feeling you might be. Yeah, I'll make it so you can't discard. Bam, this is just a 1-2. We got ourselves a Luminarch Aspirant. Bring out that ass so it starts growing. Bam. Hello. Nice Celestis. They could play Sheldred next turn. Human. Human. And I'll make the assumption that they will. So I'm going to bring out Wylie Duke this turn and beef him up. Since I would rather sacrifice a Luminarch Aspirant than Wylie Duke. Here she is, Sheldred. Bye, Luminarch Aspirant. Once we get 8 cards in a graveyard, they can also flip this over. Since I don't want to attack into Sheldred, I'm going to start by... making some mana. Ooh, a Reckoner Bankbuster. That or Halo Fountain. Let's go for the Bankbuster this turn. This is a human, so we can just throw this down using Cavern of Souls too. Ooh, Mind Stone. Don't mind that. Calm Simulacrum, more mono black ramp so that I can get into more good mono black spells. There's a lot of them in there. Got another green source. Attacking with both of those. Cool. Seraph. Now I'm going to crew with Seraph because I'm trying to deal damage. I am a Selesnya deck. Let's hit face. You want to prevent 5 damage or 4 damage? Or none? Okay, they don't care. Neat. Tapping Wylie. Drawing Sky Sovereign. Nice. Here's the Halo Fountain. I don't have anything I can untap because I don't have the mana, but it's still very fun. Especially like Seraph, Relic, Halo Fountain. These are all my untappers. Aw, Thoughtseize. Yeah. You can seize it. That's a Sky Sovereign. It's a pretty good card. Heartless Act on Seraph. They couldn't do it on Wylie since he actually has a +1/+1 counter. Thank you, Luminarch Aspirant, for that. Look at all that mana. What are they gonna do? Yeah. Get a swing in. Maybe they're gonna wipe the board? There'll be a languish? Come on, children. I have 5 cards in graveyard. Not enough for you yet. Wylie attacks. He hit for 5. I will tap. That's a hoof. Nice. I will untap. I decide if I want to draw a card here, draw a different card here. I'm going to start with just this draw card. Remember, I can still crew while this is tapped if I want to draw a card during their turn. Nice. Ossification. I can put Solemn Simulacrum away. It's a minor difference, but it does make it so they have fewer blockers. Makes it more likely that we can hoof for lethal. Yeah, I can also just tap this for mana. This is a great draw, yep. Always good to have a hoof. Thieves Guild Enforcer. Hey, that'll mill this! That puts me to 7 cards in a graveyard, 1 off from the 8 that Sheoldred craves. Cracking their Mind Stone, losing their mind, and drawing a card. This is also at 8. 8 or more cards in graveyard. Okay, so they're actually taking Loran and destroying my Relic or Bankbuster. Maybe Halo Fountain? Okay, they're destroying Halo Fountain. But now I only have 7 cards in the graveyard! It's the same I had before. Pass to attackers. Just passing through. They're just passing through. I mean, it's end stuff. Now we got 8 in the graveyard. Not that it really matters, we're just gonna hoof here. So here we go, creature first. And crew attacking, doesn't really matter how we do it. Very lethal. Did I have fun? Smiley face. Renzo, Crooked Jailer. You already know him. He steals our stuff, cast it for free. We've actually beaten up, I think, most of the Grenzos we've played against today. And I think a big part of that is just that our deck has a lot of low-cost kind of garbage in it, which there's a chance that they just see 3 of those when they steal from us, and it doesn't win them the game. They could also steal, like, a Crater Hoof Behemoth, but so far, they haven't. Let's bring out the Warden of Inner Sky. Smuggler's Copter here. Gives me a nice little aggressive vehicle, Smuggling Copter. And also I just want to make sure it wasn't getting taxed by Thalia. Impetuous Lootmonger, they will discard in order to heist. We'll do some cute loot zootin'. Loot loot. I imagine that they'll have a bunch of ramp. We also have a bunch of the Selesnya Destroy an Artifact or Enchantment cards in this deck, which work out really well if they're just trying to ramp. Flooded Strand, I'll use this to grab. Nice 2-color piece. This one. Elvish Mystic. Wylie Duke. Drawing a card. Oh, nice. I would like to draw a card. Enclave Tribunal or Halo Fountain. Going turbo wide could be super fun here. Is removal for suckers? Yeah. We'll keep that for now. Okay, Grenzo. So they are going to get rid of Wylie Duke's abilities using my own Patriarch's Humiliation. So now he's just a 4-2. That's a Worn Power Stone because they're trying to ramp up to Grenzo. Hey, remember how I have a bunch of Selesnya stuff and it gets rid of that and now I mentioned that I had it? Well, look at that, I have it. It's Loran! Loran, destroy this! One, two, three. I will take a land. I would like to draw. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the alt win con of Halo Fountain, but dang, it would be funny if I could. Misty Rainforest. I'm actually playing a henge. One, two, three, four. Out of the way, Lootmonger. More damage if I use you. I'm gonna use this. It'll also give me a chance to loot. The Looter Scooter! Pretty good. Are they gonna kill the Smuggler's Copter? Yeah, they are. Losing 2 life by doing it. Well, in that case, I'll just play the Misty Rainforest. In their colors, in their amount of mana, they're not gonna be able to destroy everything I have. They can kill all the creatures, sure. Maybe they can destroy one of these, one of those. Okay. Can they get rid of all my non-land permanents? I don't think so. Not on 5 mana. And they can't play Grenzo either. Angress Rampage. Sacrifice the Henge. Okay. Bye, Great Henge. You were pretty great while you lasted. How much mana and how much damage do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pretty close. Pretty close to lethal. Okay, they're killing Loran. Cool. I wonder if Cape would have been lethal. Who knows? Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This would only bring it to 9. If I had used the Halfling's mana to animate this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that would have been 3 more, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah, not quite. Alright, Grenzo steals a card from us. I'm gonna hope that they just see 3 pieces of garbage. Hello, you looking at my deck? Oh, the little beach bubble arrow, bro. You got Aetherflux Reservoir. Yeah. Yeah. Sovereign, Okanek Ahow. How you doing, kitty cat? This is the cat that's super aggressive, attacks in and grows your creatures that have a power higher than their original power. I have a Haywire Mite, Luminarch Aspirant. I can do my own growing here. I'll keep this. Paladin class. Gonna make it more expensive for me to do things on their turn. Oh, hey, Paradox Engine. I don't have any tap for mana abilities here. So Paradox Engine, not gonna do as much, but it is the big untapper. The great and mighty untapper. Yeah, I can use the Haywire Mite if they try to level this up. Meow meow. It's Okaneka how. I can't get through the Ward 2 here. But I can convoke! See what we get off Amara's ability. Okay, Venerated Loxodon. Amara, by the way, I have an Amara deck that is kind of similar to this deck. It's all 1 and 2 drops, and then a bunch of removal. It's really fun. If you want a Selesnya aggro deck that has a ton of like common and uncommons, that kind of kicks butt, you should check it out. Alright, nice. There's Amara. They have a huge buff, so they get an even bigger buff. And there's not much I can do about it, because I did not leave up mana for the Haywire Mite. Hey. I can get rid of Okaneka How here. But this gets the additional Ward 1 while that's out. Beefing up Wylie. Tip, tip, tip. Be gone, meow meow. I paid the 2. How returns. This gets a counter. She'll get even more counters if this attacks in. We can tell one of them to get lost. Go, Wylie Duke, once more. I think I'm going to be killing the Champion of Lambholt. It's cost 1 more. I can still cast it. Get out of here. This will still get a counter on it if they attack in. We're going to crew. Draw a card. Arwen. Nice. Honestly, this would be pretty funny. Paradox Engine into Venerated Loxodon with a big untap. Sure, I don't know what else I'm doing with this. We don't have enough for it. Anybody here have a nice low-cost speller ability? Yeah, maybe. The damage is dealt. Yeah, I miscounted. I was off by 1 on the Loxodon. Arcane Signet. Using a map to get another counter on the kitty. That's a Vorinclex. Throw it in the graveyard. Another map. Did they get a land? No, it's Mana Tithe. Yeah, it's not very good if I know about it. Saying that as if I don't always forget. Oh, yeah, there's a Mana Tithe. Ah, well, I didn't leave myself with 1 mana. Level 2. Big Cat. And Plantax. Okay. You can attack. Do I have Leafletus attacking in here? Probably, but just like for fun. Just because we can. You know. Paradox Engine was always meant for Convoke decks. Anybody else running it, they're wrong. Marchesa, Dealer of Death. I think that this is going to be a Thalia on turn 2 kind of situation. Marchesa, Dealer of Death is, well, she rewards you for committing crimes, which usually means she's Grixis control with some cheap spells that target and do crimes. She's very, very good at getting you more kill spells, counter spells, and other sorts of interaction in hand with just 1 mana. They went first and they even ramped first. I don't love that. Here comes Thalia. So playing the Thalia is going to tax my own interaction, but it should make it harder for them to commit crimes. They could just play Marchesa here, though, and she's got more stats than us. Alright, yeah, so they used 2 mana there to cut down Thalia, demanding that removal. Flying Lurker, thank you for the 13-month resub. Do I think poor Wylie's gonna die? Maybe. I'm still gonna play it. Here he is. Wylie Duke, Atiin hero. They got 5 mana here. Are you just gonna kill him? Yeah, they're just gonna kill him. Rippy Pappies. It's okay. I got more threats where that came from. Relic of Legends into Luminarch Aspirant. Get a counter on yourself. And that they Feed the Swarm they just put in the graveyard. Really? You don't want Feed the Swarm against Luminarch Aspirant? What do you have then? Fatal Pushes? What are we looking at? Counter spells. Something nasty. I'm gonna try and kill Marchesa. Using Relic of Legends, which will gain me a life and draw me a card. Counter spell! Ah, rude. But okay. Fair. What they put in the graveyard. You can even use Marchesa to, like, fill up your graveyard for reanimation. It works. Oh, monkey! Here, Captain Sisay. Yeah, that is worth memory lapsing. I'm trying to decide if I'm willing to, like, try to trade into both. See if they'll take it. I don't think they will. Great. There's my card draw for the turn. You could also use Relic of Legends, but I like the Reckoner Bank Buster here. Gives me an alternate blocker if they kill Wylie Duke. Okay, I'll just draw a card then. They're bouncing everything back into my hand. We already know what's on top. We don't want them to be able to cast it. Not that they have enough mana for it. Everybody back in hand. Definitely a setback, especially with this. It's Kanta now out here. All my beautiful counters gone. You can play my Benalish Knight Counselor. Alright, Blooded Strand. Watery Grave. Thoughtseize. What are you dropping? Maybe the Conclave Tribunal? Yeah, taking out that removal. Well, we still have the swords at least. Relic of Legends into Wylie Duke. I'm gonna try to get myself a land here. And I'll hit Ragavan. That's not a land. Get lost, get lost. Clean with Marchesa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's enough for a Hullbreaker Horror. And I hate that I have to pay attention to that. This Canto, they're actually just going to get another non-creature spell off the top 4 of their library, and it is Underworld Breach. Oh no. You're one of those decks. Scarifying. Okay, Luminarch Aspirant. I'm going to try to get a little bit more damage in off Wylie Duke. Or start tapping him for all these other things. In we go. Captain Sisse. Spell Pierced. Sure, that's a crime. I know, any deck that's running Underworld Breach, I don't think there's a such thing as a fair Underworld Breach, just as there's not really a such thing as a fair Paradox Engine. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Oh, and if you're not familiar with Underworld Breach, it lets you recast all the stuff in your graveyard. Big girl. Olgan's command, taking out Sisse. Dang. Sisse, like, I could tap her in response here, but I can't use her ability, which would adjust the Paradox Engine. I also don't have too much knowledge of, what else they'd be bringing back? I guess with Underworld Breach, filling up the graveyard, they could also have a big Mizzix Mastery. Right now, this is a thing that would also reset our board. Yeah, that's a big graveyard. I got 21. My graveyard's gone, but I also don't have ways to return things from graveyard. Yeah, Underworld Breach is the sort of card that can be very difficult to navigate, but it's good. Alright, so Wylie Duke is dead. I'm only a little bitter about it. A 7-mana Wylie Duke. I could look for some 2-drops. Ooh, fail to find. Dragon Rage Channeler will have to attack at this moment. Marchesa returns. Trying to eke and sneak in that damage. Knight Errant of Eos. They're exiling. No 4/4s allowed. You're gonna put more cards in their graveyard, more in their hand. They pay the student cost? No, I didn't draw a card there. I saw it like highlighting the bottom part, that's why I wasn't sure. Reanimate in the grave? Really? You don't want reanimate? I guess they exiled my graveyard and I don't think they have creatures. Makes enough sense. Let's see, we've got Amara. We could go Wylie Duke into Amara. Sure. I feel like they'll be able to win, though. Oh, a snuggling copter. Sure, beef up the Amara so she can block. Thing to dust. Well, that's a card that just has escape. Underworld Breach. Okay, so they're doing it. And they have enough mana to recast a multitude of spells here, putting in even more cards in their graveyard. Each time it will be 3. I think they've got like 4 or 5 lands in the graveyard too, between fetch lands and ones that they've milled. I mean, just Rivers rebuking and attacking in. Oh, it doesn't set them up for lethal next turn, actually. If they did a Kolaghan's command, they could hit Wylie Duke. Make me discard. Okay, Chaos Warp. That could be fun. They're probably going to focus on the cheaper spells, just because they can cast a lot of them. Move my commander to the command zone. Yep. See you eyeing my little critters. You could never play Breach on mobile. I don't think anybody can. Alright, we have to discard. Loxodon is the most power. I feel like we're not catching up with the Conclave Tribunal anyway. Smuggler's Copter puts something on the back line for me. I'm gonna drop the Conclave Tribunal. We've still got 2 timeouts left. And they still have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. They can cast another spell or 2. And they have plenty of stuff in there. They still have 28 cards in the graveyard because both of them are putting more cards in the grave. That's not their hand. That's their graveyard. They're gonna lose 1 life to this. There's Mari Command. And, I guess they still have enough if they wanted to Inquisition of Kozilek. Because they still have the Mox Amber. If they just bolt my face like 5 times? That's what I was thinking, is that they might just have lethal through that. Because they had a lightning bolt, right? And they had 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3... 4... They had 4 red mana. Okay. And they also had 4 damage. Yeah, I think they could have won by just bolting. Ow. Bye, Underworld Breach. If... Oh, you see, you have a free counterspell in hand, don't you? I know what that smell is! Oh, they only had 3, because, yeah, Breach took a red. Still, could have been a lot of bolts. I will kill your Dragon Rage Channeler, and I'll put +1/+1 counters on my critters. Can you kill me? Here comes the Pact. Now it only takes 1 lightning bolt to kill me. Just the 1. Okay, Marchesa. You've committed your crimes. Oh, so many of them. But can you kill me this turn? Ah, Mythic's Mastery! Yeah, they can kill me this turn. So they're going to exile all of the instants and sorceries from that graveyard. Dragon's Rage Channeler actually shrinking down here. They have plenty of burn. They have Prismari Command, Kolaghan's Command, Lightning Bolt. In between those spells, all being directed at my face, they have the win. Because it looks like they are going to cast some, I'll say, extraneous extra spells, I'm going to concede here. But let it be known, they do have lethal. Stop killing my stuff. Stop it. The first sliver. But is it the first sliver or the first and only sliver? Probably the first and only sliver. People don't really play the Slivers deck, which is a shame because it's really fun. It's not that good, but it's fun, and when it works good. Oh, there. Rorgrin Triome. I think I want to add the Surveil land in here, just because we have so many fetches. It's not Slivers, it's never Slivers. Aww. 2 mana, Stomping Ground, search for his Kanta. A Virtue of Loyalty. I could get rid of this. I don't really want to, though. I want to play Wylie Duke, because he's, like, my guy. You think it'll be Slivers? Really, with a search for his Kanta on turn 2. Wait a minute, what? It's actually Slivers? Is something wrong? Are you allowed to do that? Huh. Hang. Chat's telling me to let him win. I won't destroy all their stuff. Like, I didn't ossification this. Is a disturbance in the force? You're telling me. Something has gone horribly wrong. Oh my gosh, that's so strange. Yeah, I would say that this happens so infrequently. That's always a surprise when it does happen. Alright, Bloodstained Mire. Is it horrible? I mean, it's great for them. See what the first sliver cascades into. Yeah, look, the other text on first sliver is actually relevant. Other sliver spells they cast will have cascade. That's phenomenal! Good for them! How many creatures in hand? First Sliver returns. This time a D-Spark. I guess only Elven Chorus is Desparkable. Aw, man, my cool ability. Outlast 2. I guess it's technically an activated ability. Put it on my little evasive dude. Tempered Sliver. It's a sliver. Cloud Shredder Sliver. Oh, what a card. And it cascades into probably first Striking Sliver. Yep, Striking Sliver. Yeah, the Search for Ascanta is what threw me off. I've actually seen Mana West Sliver in Sliver Triple decks. I said I don't have anything that costs 0, but Cloud Shredder Sliver is like the most aggressive of the slivers. Here we go. Diffusion is going to get any other 1-drop slivers if they have them. Or if they have the, another 1-drop card. Okay. That's a 1-drop card. Oopsies! No Mox Amber. Nope. They're hitting Reckoner Bankbuster. I can only do this for X equals 2. Nice! Spiteful Sliver! Reflects damage back at me. Oh my god, it's Lightning Helix. On my Wylie Duke! Aww. We still have 5 mana left. One, two. I love some honest-to-goodness slivering. Mm-hmm. That's the good stuff right there. Wylie's like, am I not the good stuff? Shut up, Wylie Duke. You're not slivers. I can draw a card. Or I can untap a bunch of stuff. Back. Got a Luton. Right, looking for another sliver. I mean, it's not a sliver on the stack, so it doesn't work for first sliver. I can only block 2 of these. I'm putting an upkeep stop on their turn so I can get rid of the Search for Ascanta. Actually, yeah, we're gonna do it on our end step instead. So they don't get the trigger. Discard and draw. Alright, so these all untap. I guess that would deprive me of one of my other reachers. Let's see. Any activated abilities in here? Any in here? Sort of. True. Alright, so in order to do this, we will need to pay 1, tap on one of our dudes. That gets rid of one of my things with reach. Does gain me some life, though. I love Brawl, but I think I'm a bit of an outlier there. Lava Belly Sliver! Aww. And a lightning bolt. Nice. Who's getting bolted? This is not what's getting bolted. We take a damage from Lava Belly Sliver right to the face. You can technically target yourself, but I don't think they will. Oh, too spooky. Gonna bring back all these permanents. Chunky. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Those guys get bigger. I don't think I made the worst choice of thing to hit then. Do you tack in, though? Alright, so if I deal damage to, let's say the Spiteful Sliver here, it will reflect 6 damage onto my face. I'm taking 8, 9, 10, 11, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23. Okay, so we're just gonna let it all go through. I can honestly block the first sliver. Or is this safe? 3, 6, 9, 12, 18, 25. Okay, so I have to block the first sliver. Or Bloodline Pretender, but it makes more sense to block the first sliver. Because of the first strike, we don't deal any damage to it. Those all get counters. They have 1 mana. We draw. Port Calling. Okay, we go to combat. We attack it with everything. And we do have lethal. So strange to see an actual first sliver out in the queue. Good for you, Ocean Despair. I'm so happy to see it. Etha. I'll just post combat tap him. Sweet. I have no blue mana. Alright, so now they have their blue. Yep. Let's do the thing. I do want to crew this because then I can use it to saddle up amidst combat. Oh, right. Gotta also tap that. Doesn't really matter. We're at the point of no return. It tells you that it weighs similar to the first sliver. So low. Alright, and then we want to be saddled. Alright, gotta keep drawing cards because we can. Ah! Found it. Fuck your life. Bing bong! So yeah, Wylie Duke is Paradox Engine deck. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. Yes, you got to see me play a Paradox Engine deck, and I still think that it should be banned in the format, especially with the new revelations of, well, matchmaking in Arena. If you haven't already seen it, I made a video that was about some data that got accidentally exposed about matchmaking weighted values for different cards in Arena. You can check it out. It's on my YouTube channel. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this deck and got to see all the synergies with Wylie Duke. I still think it's wild that I did not run into a single Wylie Duke in like the month since this set came out. So I decided I would be the person to put this out into the world. So now you too can play a brand new Paradox Engine deck. Yep, you don't have to play with Paradox Engine, but it works really well. So sure, I can't stop you. Dear Wizards of the Coast, just ban the card. Just get it out of here. If you're looking for the deck list, it's in the description of the video, and if you work for Wizards of the Coast, please tell your boss that this should be banned in the format. Thank you so much for watching, and have a brawlful day!